Labor frontbencher and Shadow Finance Minister Katy Gallagher. Thanks for your time. Given the inflation rate today, is it inevitable the RBA will move on rates next week, do you think?
Well, I don't want to preempt a decision of the RBA. Obviously, they're independent and make their own decisions, but they have been saying for some time, foreshadowing that interest rates won't stay where they currently are and that they will increase. And I'm sure a lot of commentators looking at this number today, which was higher than most expected, I imagine it will raise expectations around that, but this is a matter for the RBA. I think, it's going to be hard on households. That's the message out of today's figure, and if and when interest rates go up, that's another whammy in household budgets.
Anthony Albanese and Labor has been saying there should be across-the-board wage increases. It is a bit of a two-edged sword, isn't it, in the sense that those wage increases will be further inflationary.
Well,
if they eventuate.
Well, our economic plan is around making those suitable investments, to not be inflationary on the economy. So it's about the long term. Wages are part of it though. Like, we've had 10 years of stagnant wages, and anyone who's done a grocery shop in the last week or in the last year, actually, I was doing it on the weekend and staggered at some of the prices that people are paying now. If your wages aren't keeping up with that, you're going to be in strife, but you have to find that balance. That's why our economic plan is around a whole range of things, cleaner and cheaper energy, skills, childcare, NBN and a future made in Australia. These are about long-term improvements to the economy that will put downward pressure on households in terms of costs, but actually improve productivity across the economy. So you're confident
that can be achieved, wage rises, without driving inflation further?
Yes, I mean, it's got to be measured and sensible, but I don't think we can expect people to be enduring the kind of cost of living increases, childcare, rent, groceries, petrol, it's across the board, whilst their wages are going back, and that's what we've got under the Morrison government.
Should we be reporting on CPI monthly as opposed to quarterly? I know it's a process matter, but it seems to me and to economists that I've spoken to that they say the RBA is playing catch-up footy every time because they're only reporting this data 3 monthly, whereas I think every other country in the G20 reports CPI monthly.
I'd probably defer to the experts on that. I mean, my own view is the more information you have available, the easier it is to sort of target policy responses. But, I'm sure the ABS has a view on that. Either way, whatever's happened every month in the last year, people's cost of living have increased. They're skyrocketing and it's hurting households, and the government doesn't have a long-term plan. I mean, we've supported the short-term measures that they've put in place post the budget, but they've got nothing beyond getting them through the election. This is where we have to have a discussion about how we invest in the productive capability of the economy, but also make sensible investments through the budget and use the budget properly to help support households at the same time.